Welcome to BARDA, Build a Database Application. We're showing you how to build a simple project management application. In the previous video we showed you how to add the basic materials of project and its related tasks. In this video we're going to show you how to add fields to our materials. To add a field you can go to Configuration Projects Fields menu, or you can just click on the Manage Fields link in our materials list. Let's click on the Manage link for project. We're going to add 3 fields: name, description and attachments. Click on the Add Field button and a window will open. You can mouse over the information icon to decide the content of each box. The most important thing in defining a field is to decide the type of field it's going to be. It can be a standard field that will take characters and numerics. It could be a numeric field. It could be a URL. It could be a block of text with a WYSIWYG editor. It could be date or a date with time. It could also be a file field, which means that you can browse to an external file and load it. We're defining the project name, so it's going to be a simple input field, which we will call name. Because it's a short word, we won't bother giving a short name alternative. Every material has to have one heading. For project, we're going to select the name field. We're going to use this field in our search. We're going to display it in our material listing, but we're not going to bother showing it in our comments. We can also enter a tooltip that the user will see we're entering data into this field. Once we've finished our general definition, we can move on to the Required Field tab, where we can decide whether this field is going to be mandatory, whether they have to enter data into it or not. If data is required, then we simply tick the box. We can also enter a message to display to the user that will override the standard message that says this field is required. Once we've decided on our required field status, we can just press Save. And here we see our field defined. Now let's quickly define our other 2 fields. We're going to have a description field. We won't give it a short name. It can't be the heading because name already is. We will use it in our search. We won't display it in our listing because it's going to be too long, and we won't display it in our comments. The field type is going to be a text area with a WYSIWYG editor because we're going to enter a lot of data here. We can enter in our tooltip Again, we have to decide whether it's a required field, and it is. Once we've done that, we can press Save. Our final field is our attachments. You could attach a number of documents to a project. The statement of work, a project brief, or a project schedule. Since we can have multiple attachments, we're choosing multiple file fields. If we wanted to, we could add a short name. It won't be a heading. We won't use it in our search. We won't show it in our listing or display it in our comments. We can just press save because it's an optional field. And there we have our 3 fields for our material called project. We're going to go on now behind the scenes and add the same fields for our tasks. You can do the same thing if you're watching and following our demo.